There is an insect that builds rooms so precise engineers still study them. No ruler, no training, no blueprint, just instinct. And 1400 years ago, an entire chapter of scripture was named after it. Today, we're going to find out why. Look closely at a honeycomb and you'll notice something strange. Every single cell is a hexagon, not a circle, not a square. And that's not an accident. It's the most efficient shape in existence. A hexagon uses the least amount of wax to hold the most amount of honey. Mathematicians call this the honeycomb conjecture, and it took them until 1999 to actually prove it. Bees apparently already knew. But the real mystery isn't just the shape, it's how thousands of bees build it together. No single bee sees the whole structure, no foreman, no plan passed down. Each one just knows its part, and somehow the whole hive comes out flawless. Scientists have a word for this, emergent order, but that word doesn't explain where the order came from. This is where it gets interesting. In the Qur'an, there's a chapter called Surah An-Nahl, the bee. In it, Allah describes giving the bee a kind of instruction to build homes in the mountains, in trees, and in what people construct, then to feed on every kind of fruit and follow the paths made easy for it. The verse describes the bee not just acting on blind instinct, but being guided. And when you look at what the hive actually achieves, that word guided starts to make sense. A structure this precise, built by a creature with no ruler, no memory of past designs, no engineering degree. That's the pause worth sitting in. Now, here's the part that surprises most people. The same chapter goes on to describe something coming from inside the bee, a drink of varying colors in which there is healing for people. For centuries, honey was already used to treat wounds and soothe illness across many cultures. Today, we understand more of why. Honey's natural compounds fight bacteria and help wounds heal. An insect most people walk past without a second thought, carrying medicine inside it. None of this makes the bee magical. It's still just an insect following the nature it was given. But it does raise a quiet question. Where did that nature come from? Who taught a creature with a brain smaller than a grain of rice to solve a maths problem it took humans centuries to prove? The answer is simple. It was inspired to do so. Not taught, not trained across generations. Inspired, built into it from the very beginning. Next time you see honey on your table, it might be worth remembering where it really came from. If this made you pause even for a second, that was the point. Subscribe for more, because the smallest creatures often hold the biggest lessons.